Hey guys, I'm currently in Switzerland on a little vacation, and today is such a nice day. I was like, you know what, why not pick up the camera and yap for a little bit and talk about content, because I cannot stress enough how much I'm so passionate about content and why everybody should be making content. Like, first of all, hold on. Today we've made about $2,400 and it is only 11:25 in the morning. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because a couple of years ago, when I first got into internet money, there was literally no one that looked like me, who is a girl, first generation Filipino immigrant, came from a poor family, literally somebody that started from the bottom. Most of the content online were mostly from men teaching people how to make money online. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I can't relate to any of these people because the type of lifestyle that they show you is the Dubai penthouse, driving luxury cars, crazy watches on their wrists. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, as a girl, like, I really don't care about any of that. Most importantly to me, it's providing for my family, being able to share experiences like this where I'm literally traveling around the world and just enjoying peace and quiet like this, like just being able to sit in front of a river and just talk, right? Like, to me, that's luxury, that's a blessing. And honestly, I probably wouldn't be able to do something like this if, for example, I was working a regular job. If I just wanted to spontaneously go on a random trip on a random Wednesday. That's why I want to spend the rest of this video talking about the importance of why you should learn how to make content in 2025, because that is one of the highest leverage skills that you can learn. And if you truly learn how to master it, you're essentially irreplaceable. Because if you guys don't know, in 2025, we are currently living in what's called a digital gold rush, where there is such a huge demand for content. So for context, if you guys don't know, nowadays, product is not an issue, it's distribution. And the reason why it's like that is because essentially every product is like a commodity, right? Like, for example, a coffee shop. You want to start a coffee shop. Why is it that your coffee shop isn't driving any sales, but your competitor, who has an even worse product, is generating millions of dollars? And the biggest difference is they know how to craft a great story, they know how to direct that story, and they know how to monetize that story. And for example, that's essentially why companies like Apple can perform exceptionally well, because Apple wasn't the first company to create a smartphone, but they were the best at marketing, and that's why people associate iPhones with luxuries. That's exactly why I remember when I was in middle school, people hyped and glazed iPhones so much, where if you didn't have an iPhone, if you didn't have that blue text box, you're lame, you're uncool, you're not a part of the cool kids, you can't sit at the cool kids table. This took me a little while to realize, because when I first got started with content, I did gaming. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just posting content that I liked, and eventually it led me down throughout this whole rabbit hole of marketing as I got older. And I was like, wait a minute, this is such a powerful skill. I was like, oh my God, distribution is the key to success. Because think about it, right? Let's say you have a product or an app. I mean, if you have a product, you can now super easily find a manufacturer on China to literally copy and paste a competitor's product. If everybody has the exact same product, what is it between these different products that sets you apart? Maybe you can change the price, maybe you can change the quality. But if you don't have any viewers, if you're not driving traffic to that website, if you're not bringing attention to whatever you're creating that's even better, that's even unique, how are people going to find out about it? That's why distribution is important. Or for example, let's say you have an app, right? Nowadays, you have no-code softwares that you can literally use. Hey, make me this. Like, for example, Lovable, Bolt.new, all of these no-code softwares. Just ask it to literally make you the exact same website as your competitor, and boom, you literally have a brand new website without having to pay for a developer or somebody else. Like, nowadays, it's so easy to go from idea to a product, but how you differentiate from the rest of the competition is through distribution. And that's why in today's age, knowing how to master content is such an important skill that can literally make you hundreds and thousands of dollars because brands are desperate to outperform their competitors. Now, what doesn't make sense to me, if you're the type to go on TikTok and watch TikTok videos, you're already exposed to so much viral content every single day. And without you realizing it, the videos that you're watching, these creators are literally profiting from your attention. And if you guys don't know, attention is the most finite resource in the world because it's associated to time. You're essentially giving up your time to watch somebody else. So if you have one of the most valuable assets in the entire world, which is attention, let's say you're completely broke, right? And you have no money. Why not channel that time instead of watching somebody else's content into making your own content so that you can also have a piece of the pie? I had to look this up just to make sure that my numbers are right. But according to Google, and you guys can't see it because I have my ND filter on, but it says here that in 2024, TikTok Shop has generated $33.2 billion in revenue. So if there's that much money circulating on TikTok, why are you not capitalizing on this opportunity? Now, key word there, I said TikTok Shop. Now, if you guys have never heard of TikTok Shop before, essentially TikTok Shop is like Amazon that is built inside TikTok. Now, what makes TikTok Shop unique is, for example, let's say you're on TikTok, you're casually scrolling, you go on the app for entertainment. Usually, if somebody makes a highly engaging video and you really like it, and they somehow happen to sell a product that interests you and help solve your problem, whatever the case may be, before you actually get a chance to buy that product, you have to stop watching the video, go to their profile, click the link in their bio, then exit out of the app, go to an entirely new different app or a browser, and then you can finally check out the product. Now, what TikTok Shop does is when you're watching a TikTok Shop video, you can buy the product directly on the video, because on the bottom left corner of the screen, there is an orange button. It's an orange shopping cart. And if you click that, it takes you straight to the product page. And then, thanks to TikTok Shop's other features, there's even like one tap pay. It just makes the entire shopping funnel extremely easy for the consumer. So it's like a no-brainer way to shop products in 2025. That's why if you are broke, you hate your 9-to-5, or you're in college, whether you want to drop out or not, or you're just looking for extra side hustle income, it's literally a no-brainer to start doing TikTok Shop in 2025. And let me explain why. Because unlike other side hustle business opportunities out there, let's talk about Amazon FBA, SMMA, email marketing, drop shipping. The issue with most of them is that these business models take a lot of skill. You need to learn a lot of things before you actually start making any money. For example, with drop shipping, a lot of people market it as a great way to make money on the internet as a complete beginner. But what most people don't tell you is that with drop shipping, there's actually more that goes into it. You need to learn how to make a high converting website, how to properly negotiate with a manufacturer so that you can get and source products and sell them for a healthy margin. Because if you're not selling your products on a 3 to 4x markup, how are you even profitable, right? And on top of that, if you've never made any money on the internet and you don't have any skills, chances are you probably can't even afford to run ads to drive traffic to your website. So, sorry, there's like someone mowing a lawn, so I don't know if you guys can hear me. I hope it's not too loud. The biggest bottleneck out of all of this is how are you gonna drive traffic to your website? Because, for example, you can have literally the most unique product, the coolest product, have the craziest USPs or unique selling points. It really doesn't matter how big of a problem your product solves if you're not driving any traffic to the website, how are people even gonna know what the product is or what it does? And to add an extra layer on top of that, let's say you're a complete beginner or you're broke. If you're a complete beginner, you're not gonna know how to create the right creatives to actually get people to buy. Or if you're broke, you can't even run ads because you can't afford to pay them. Otherwise, you're gonna go in debt. Which is exactly why whenever you see videos online teaching how to do dropshipping for beginners, the most broke-friendly way to do dropshipping is usually through organic dropshipping. You leverage TikTok or Instagram's organic short form For You page or feed to drive traffic, organic traffic to your website. But if you think about it, you're literally going to be doing the exact same thing with organic dropshipping. You're just making high converting organic content. Why not just do TikTok Shop? In comparison, you're doing significantly less work, literally more profit to your pocket. And on top of that, by working directly with these big brands, multi 8-9 figure companies, you can learn directly from how they run their funnels. So when you're ready to start your own brand, because now you have the capital to pay people to make content for your brand and actually have like your own custom product, instead of just finding cheap Chinese knockoffs, repackaging it to sell it on Shopify. Like this time around, you're actually gonna have first-hand experience to see how the back end works and actually learn from successful entrepreneurs. And the better you perform for these big brands, when you ask for a favor, like asking what's a good manufacturer or how to go about your product, right? Sometimes if you really work on that connection, maybe they can even mentor you. I've been fortunate enough to be in that position because I'm doing something similar where I created for a brand and now they wanted to help me because I've helped their company. And so it's a win-win situation. Whereas with drop shipping, it's literally just you. So I just don't get it. Like why? Why won't people just give up the idea and just do TikTok Shop instead? Because dropshipping isn't even a real business. It's a fulfillment model. I don't know who you are or where you came from. It doesn't really matter. But if you guys are watching this video, I want to leave you guys with this. In this world, there's two types of people. You have the creators and the consumers. And usually when somebody is broke, and I know because I've been there, I'm speaking from experience. I was literally born in the Philippines, a third world country, immigrated to the US. I'm a first-gen Asian immigrant. I'm a female. Like literally all the types of minorities, it's like it clicks the boxes, right? So I know how it's like to feel broke and feel hopeless. Like let this be a sign that you're actually in a very fortunate position because you have something what most people don't have, and that's time. But yeah, time is like one of the most finite resources in the world. Once you lose it, you can't get it back. That's how we have like old people in their 80s that literally regret how they lived their lives because they didn't take the risk, they didn't do what they wanted to do, they lived in fear. They lived in their head, stuck in their thoughts, overthinking everything, overanalyzing. Literally, don't be that person. You only have limited time. We all have the exact same 24 hours in the day. What makes you different, right? You know, what I realize is it really just boils down to like, what is actually really important to you? So if you're somebody that's struggling and you're tired of seeing your family not being able to pay the bills, making ends meet, paying the rent, or you're seeing your parents, your mom working long hours. If you want to break out of that suffering, that cycle, somebody needs to break it, and that starts with you. And so if you start making money online with the goal of not about you, but what you can do for others and how you can help your family, when times get tough, that's what's gonna pull you out of like those self-doubt moments of, am I really meant for this? Can I really do this? And the reason why I say all of this is because I know how that feels like. I've been there, done that, and I've even met a couple people that are like hesitant to try making money online. They're just like, oh, I don't have any time. I don't know. It's not that you don't have any time, it's just you're prioritizing the wrong things. And to be quite frank with you, you really just don't care about other people in your life. You just don't care about your family. I don't know what your reason is. To each their own, and that's fine. But that's the reason why it's hard to start. That's the reason why you can't do something. It's because it's just not important. That's why you don't want to try. Again, whether you're a successful entrepreneur with millions and billions of dollars or somebody that's living in poverty, Everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. Only difference between these two groups of people is knowledge. And that's why I wanted to share this video, because I want to share with you guys the power of content, how we're literally living in a digital gold rush. And if you learn how to capitalize on that in 2025, I mean, with TikTok, right? Literally last year, again, $33 billion in revenue. You only need like a small percentage of that to make a six-figure salary. If you're not even making a six-figure salary right now, imagine how much that can help you, your family, your loved ones, those around you. Sorry, I had to just pause for a little bit and just appreciate this view. It's just amazing. Anyways, mastering content is one of the highest leverage skills that you can learn in 2025. And it's the exact same method that I use to literally change my life forever. The only way I've been able to make money on the internet is through making content, and it's been that way for the past 10 years. The receipts are there, you can look it up. I've been making content for so long now, and if I was to go back in time, honestly, I wouldn't even change anything, because again, this is like the exact same reason why I'm able to travel anywhere in the world, doing whatever I want, having location freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. It's like just it's just like a no-brainer. Like, look at this. And on top of that, I'm even in a fortunate position to be able to share this amazing view, because I was able to actually take my mom to Switzerland on a 2-week break for Mother's Day, flying business class. And again, that's all thanks to content. Like, I just want to share my life with you guys and how much it changed thanks through content. If I cannot stress it enough multiple times in this video, content. Learn how to make content. Your life will change because of content. So I'll leave you guys with this. If you're already scrolling on TikTok, your For You page, every single day, doom scrolling, why not turn that into a superpower and actually turn it into a paycheck? Because again, with TikTok Shop, all you need is an iPhone and make simple, funny videos that people can relate to, that solves a problem and solves a pain point, and make thousands of dollars online. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to get started with TikTok Shop, I have a lot of free content on my YouTube channel actually teaching you guys how to get started with TikTok Shop. And on top of that, in the description, the first link, I have my newsletter where I actually release secret sauce before anybody else finds out about it. So if you guys want to be ahead, make sure you guys join. I'll see you guys on the next one.